minute can open your eyes. One book can open your world. Knowledge gives you power. Read and rise higher. 9R Tree. Better life begins in a book.
Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to 9R Tree's podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book, Tuning the Human Biofield, Healing with Vibrational Sound Therapy, by Eileen Day. McKusick introduces readers to a transformative approach to health that bridges ancient wisdom and modern science. McKusick explores the idea that the human body is surrounded by an electromagnetic field, or biofield, that stores emotional experiences, stress patterns, and even trauma as vibrational information. Through the use of tuning forks and sound frequencies, she demonstrates how imbalances in this field can be detected, interpreted, and harmonized, leading to shifts in physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Drawing on years of clinical practice and research, the book offers a structured system for working with sound as a subtle yet powerful therapeutic tool. Written in accessible language, it invites both beginners and practitioners to rethink health as an energetic phenomenon, and to consider that many persistent issues may be rooted in distortions within the human energy field, rather than only in the physical body. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, understanding the human biofield. A core theme of the book is the concept of the human biofield, an invisible yet measurable energy field surrounding and interpenetrating the body. Eileen Day McKusick outlines how this field functions as a dynamic record of our life history, storing emotional events, mental patterns, and stress responses as vibrational information. She explains that disruptions or distortions in the biofield can manifest as physical pain, mood disturbances, or chronic conditions. The book describes the biofield as structured in layers and zones, with different distances from the body corresponding to different stages of life and types of experiences. By mapping these regions, practitioners can read the field much like a timeline, locating unresolved experiences that still exert influence. This perspective reframes health issues as energetic patterns that can be accessed non-invasively, providing a new paradigm that complements conventional medicine and deepens our understanding of mind-body connections. Secondly, tuning forks as diagnostic and healing tools. Another major focus is the practical use of tuning forks as both assessment devices and instruments of change. McKusick explains that tuning forks, when activated and moved through the biofield, respond to variations in the field through changes in tone, vibration, and sensation. Areas of stagnation, incoherence, or density can cause the sound to become dull, sharp, or wavering, offering real-time feedback about energetic imbalances. The practitioner then works these areas gently, holding the vibrating fork in specific locations until the sound becomes clearer and more harmonious. This process is said to encourage the body and energy field to self-organize into greater coherence. The book details types of forks, frequencies, and basic protocols for both professionals and self-care, while highlighting safety, grounding, and ethical considerations. Through many case examples, McKusick illustrates how subtle shifts in sound can lead to profound changes in pain levels, emotional states, clarity of mind, and overall vitality. Thirdly, biofield anatomy and the timeline of life. Tuning the human biofield presents a detailed energetic anatomy that extends beyond the physical body. McKusick introduces the concept of biofield anatomy, describing how specific zones in the field correlate with particular organs, psychological themes, and life stages. The area close to the body reflects more recent experiences, while regions farther out correspond to earlier years, forming a chronological map of a person's history. For example, certain distances may be associated with childhood events, ancestral patterns, or developmental milestones. The practitioner uses tuning forks to explore these regions, locating pockets of unresolved energy that relate to specific memories or belief systems. When these distortions are harmonized, clients often report spontaneous recall, emotional processing, and a sense of release. This model encourages readers to see their life story as literally encoded in their energy field. It offers a structured, almost cartographic way to locate and shift long-held patterns that may be resisting talk therapy or purely physical interventions. Fourthly, emotional release, trauma resolution, and nervous system regulation. A significant portion of the book explores how vibrational sound therapy can support emotional healing and trauma resolution. McKusick explains that unprocessed emotions and traumatic experiences are not only stored in the mind or body, but also lodged as noise and tension in the biofield. When tuning forks encounter these areas, the resulting sessions often evoke waves of feeling, imagery, or insight. The framework emphasizes gentle, paced work, allowing the nervous system to discharge stress and reorganize without overwhelm. McKusick discusses how sound can help shift the body out of chronic fight, flight, or freeze states and into greater parasympathetic balance. She outlines self-care practices for grounding, centering, and integrating change after sessions, including breathwork, hydration, and lifestyle adjustments. The book also addresses boundaries and consent, highlighting that tuning the biofield is a collaborative process where the client remains in charge of their own pace. This makes the method appealing for those seeking nonverbal, body-based pathways to healing trauma and chronic emotional tension. Lastly, practical applications, self-care, and integrative healing. Beyond theory, tuning the human biofield offers numerous practical applications for everyday life and professional practice. McKusick provides step-by-step overviews of basic session structures, including scanning the field, identifying disturbances, and completing a session with grounding and integration. She discusses how practitioners can incorporate tuning into massage, energy work, psychotherapy, coaching, and other healing arts. For individuals, the book suggests simple self-care routines, such as using tuning forks around the head, spine, and joints, or working specific zones associated with stress, fatigue, or mental fog. It also touches on lifestyle factors that support a coherent biofield, including sleep, hydration, nutrition, and emotional hygiene. McKusick emphasizes that sound therapy is not a replacement for medical care, but a complementary approach that can amplify resilience and recovery. The emphasis on experimentation, observation, and journaling encourages readers to develop their own relationship with sound, empowering them to become active participants in their healing journey. In conclusion, tuning the human biofield is especially suited for holistic practitioners, body workers, energy healers, and anyone curious about subtle energy and sound as tools for transformation. It will also appeal to individuals dealing with chronic pain, stress, emotional overwhelm, or lingering issues that have not fully responded to conventional approaches. The book stands out because it offers a coherent, detailed map of the human energy field, plus a clear, reproducible method for working with it using tuning forks. Rather than relying on vague notions of energy, McKusick provides structure, language, and practical protocols grounded in years of clinical observation. This makes the material accessible even if you are new to biofield concepts. Investing in this book can benefit your life by giving you hands-on techniques to reduce stress, release old patterns, and support clarity and vitality. Among books on sound healing, it distinguishes itself through its specific biofield anatomy, timeline model, and strong focus on real-world application. If you would like to support Eileen Day McKusick, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.
1 minute can open your eyes. 1 book can open your world. Knowledge gives you power, read and rise higher. 9 Tree, better life begins in a book.